All right, Unique Mecca Audio, man. Y'all wanted to hear from my celly, my first celly out of ADX Supermax. You know, when I lived in a cell for 5 years by myself. I'm going to bring my man on here, T Cream, man, all the way from Hartford, Connecticut, because y'all wanted a Hartford story. All right. Unique Mecca Audio, man. I'm here with my brother T Cream, man. This the first celly I had coming out of ADX. I ain't the best celly, and I ain't the best dude. You know what I mean? So, you know, tell them how we met in your own words, family.
Let me see, man. Young nigga coming off the bus, first time, Allenwood. I really don't know what the hell going on. And I bump into this guy right here. Changed my whole life. It was up, it was stuck from there, man, and we was in the building.
You know? Tell them how you feel it changed your life so they understand.
He taught me how to bid, taught me how to maneuver the yard.
You know? And as far as maneuver, how was you moving, and what was it that I told you, one or two things, just so they get an idea what they understand about maneuvering and eating off the yard?
All right, well, and I was young and dumb. I ain't really know nothing. I was into any and everything that I could possibly get my hands on to, bringing all types of dumb heat to the situation. Slow down, boy. Slow down. Pump your brakes. Hey, let me give you this little piece of game. Move slowly. Move wisely. Stay away from them suckers.
You know what I mean? You know the rat bastards that we can't stand in the flip-flop wearing in the day room niggas. Do we wear flip-flops in the day room, family?
Hell no, that's an ultimate no-no.
Huh?
You can't get busy in no flip-flops. At all.
And you don't know when something gonna jump off. That's why I'm so hard on the flip-flop, so y'all understand, man. You know? But, you know, my brother here, remember there was a fight with two Connecticut dudes. You know, we ain't gonna get into their names because we don't do that. We respect all men up here. Remember the two Connecticut dudes was fighting because dude was talking to the dude's girl or something, and the dude came up was talking to the baby mother. Do you remember that incident? They had a big old fight. They was fighting down there on the bottom 10 Allenwood for about 10, 20 minutes.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're talking about boy.
Yeah. We ain't gonna say his name. But tell him how that situation played out so we give him a prison story. How did it start off and what was it about? You know, so they understand. Before he begin, I want you youngins to understand that this the crap that you're going to have to deal with if you decide to go to prison. That's why I do these videos, so you know, don't go down that road. Stay in school, get your job, and be on man time. You know what I mean? Because then there's a prison man time. And this is what we're getting ready to get into. Go ahead, family.
All right, so, man, it's about right at the count. And it's just slow right now. Next thing you know, the move jump off. And shoots boy. Boy ain't playing no game.
At all.
Boy run down on him, and it ain't turned out too good. Next thing you know, they in a cell, door being held closed, razors is out and it's up and it's going down, and boy had to run for his life.
What was it over though? Do you remember?
Well, if I remember correctly, they actually was homies from the same spot. Right? Boy not liking how his boy is moving with the other people, messing with some Spanish kids. He really ain't liking that. So it's a little animosity. Now it's backbiting and, you know, he said, she said, you know, bullshit. Man, boy came in, went in that cell, they held that door down, and it was bad. It was definitely bad.
You know what he said? They held the door down. We talking about a cage match. You know what I mean? Without a cage, with four walls, and you trapped in there with a man trying to take your life, and you got to survive or take his life. You know, this is what go on in the prison. So that's why I try and tell them, man, they don't understand what this is about. I mean, even up to the day, you know what I mean? I'm even going to, make a confession. Even up to this day, anywhere I go, I keep my knife with me. You know what I mean? Because that's better than a gun to me, because you could get up and personal when you got a situation. I don't feel no joy in shooting from across the street. I feel more joy from putting it in somebody's neck right in my face. You know what I mean? That way he can look in my eyes and know why he's getting what he's getting. Not telling anyone to do that, but I'm just saying that's what that mentality put us in. And my man was with me yesterday. We was up at the Harlem Day joint on 125th Street with Cameron performing and all that. And, just moving around out there in that crowd after being in a contained environment in prison was nothing nice. What was yesterday like to you when you went out?
Yesterday was, probably one of the best days of my life. I'm running through Harlem, man. I'm watching people perform. I'm bumping in the Flex. I'm bumping in the Cam. I'm seeing DJ Red Alert. I'm like, yo, wow, I'm a big kid in a candy store. Big bro got me outside. I'm walking up and down the street. I'm seeing stuff that I never thought I'd have a chance to be in Harlem running around like that chilling. I'm from Hartford, man. I stay in the hood. And he brought me up here, man, and man, bending corners, walking, talking to ladies, man, having a good time, man.
But, so, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm outside every day. I don't understand how dudes go up and say, I'm outside. I mean, how else do you get from point A to point B other than to be outside? It's nothing special to be outside. You know what I mean? It's something special to make it home from outside. And that's where my mentality is. Like, we had a female with us, you know what I mean? And maybe I could get his opinion on it, because, sometimes I know my schizophrenia and my PTSD and all that kick in, and paranoia, We got a female with us, that helped me out to get out of prison, Susan Feinberg. She's a white young lady. Now, she's out there with us, and me and two of the homies is walking, you know what I mean, and myself. And, we drinking and chilling, so at certain times we handed her the cups or whatever to hold, and she's like, I don't want to hold the cups. And I'm like, but what if something jump off and our hands are full? You know what I mean? Or what if we're holding the cups and something jump off? Could you protect us with your hands? You know what I mean? I mean, think about what I'm saying, but that's where my mentality is always at. Even when I go out with my woman, I tell her, yo, don't bring no big-ass purse and don't wear no heels. If we go into a restaurant or someplace in that type of controlled environment, but when I say we going to hang out on the street, we going outside, I want you to be in your sneakers, you know what I mean? I want you to be in your jeans, and I want you to be ready, because if something pop off and a female disrespect me, I don't put my hands on the female, I'm going to need her to smack the crap out of her. And then if her man jump in, then I can have some fun and pull my little knife out. You know what I mean? That's where I'm at. But what do you think about how she said that yesterday after seeing the way it was packed in the environment that was going on?
She ain't know no better. She didn't. I really can't knock her. She gotta learn them life lessons. That's what I was telling you on the phone. I had to go through life lessons. I'm still going through life lessons. But if she don't want to get it, she'll get it the hard way. She'll get it the hard way. When she jump and she got to be on deck, or she on that floor getting stomped out, she'll get it. She won't make that mistake no more.
That's what I'm saying. I stay on point at all times, man. That's how I survive. Like I said, we win some, we lose some, but as long as you fight, you never lose. Long as you fight, you never lose. Long as you throw a punch, you never lose. If you don't throw a punch and you run, you lost until you come back and you get a chance to get your get back. You know what I mean? And that's where I'm at. That's the era that I'm from, So we covered the flip-flops. So what I want to get into now is, what was it like living with me as a cellie? And be honest, you can tell me I was a piece of crap or whatever. Let them know that, we keep it 100 here. How did you view me at first when you came in the cell, and then we'll sum it up to how we became at the end?
Honestly, man, messing with you was like messing with the militant big brother. Stayed on my ass about everything. Stayed about me keeping the spot clean or not cleaning. or disturbing your sleep. Oh man, you was something. You was something. But then, like I told you on the phone the other day, I had to peep game. I wasn't moving right. Right, so you was on me. But then I started to get it. And when I got it, man, like I told you on the phone, I love you, bro. Like you taught me so much, man. It's mistakes that I made. We ain't gonna go through them. I mean, but shit, I learned my lesson. Just like telling you about Shorty, man. You do the wrong shit, and you ain't on point, and then shit, it's all bad. But I learned my lessons. You gave me, man. You gave me so many jewels. So I'm still right here, right now, today, for the jewels you gave me. Because if not, they probably would have killed me in there.
I mentioned one in the story I spoke about you, right? Where I was letting them know about the ice. I come in the room and there's a big bag of ice on my bed. A big wet bag of ice on my bed. You know what I mean? And I come in and use the bathroom and I see a bag of ice on my bed and I look at it and I'm thinking to myself, I know this nigga didn't just disrespect me like that. But I didn't go argue with him because like he said, you know, I give jewels through life lessons. So I took the bag and I could have put it in the sink so the water would drip down the drain, you know. But he could have did that too. But he chose not to. He chose to put it on my bed. So I said, let me make the same choice he made to see how he feel about it. So I take that bag of ice and I put it on his bed. Same spot he put it on mine, but on the top bunk because I'm on the bottom bunk, you know? So now he comes in there and he sees the joint in there wet and it went through the mattress, the sheets, and he ain't, you know, they don't give us no extra sheets and none of that. So he running around looking for sheets, and he go talk to the homeboys, and they, you know, the crew that he hangs with, the dudes that he know I stay away from, but he his own man, so I never tell him not to, but I just let him know what could come out of that. So he go tell them, and they tell him whatever, and they give him a banger. You know, a banger is a Bethlehem, as Bunky Pound call it. You know, a shank, a knife, whatever you want to call it. And he comes in the room that night to go to sleep with a knife. You understand? And I already know because the homies already told me because nothing happened in prison you don't know. You know? So tell how that went down. Well, why did you do that? And how did you look at it when I did that and put it on your bed? Now you here, you can explain to them, and y'all put in the comments, you know, what you think. Because it ain't a right or wrong thing. It's just where we at mentally. How did that, why you put it on my bed, though?
I was young, speeding, as usual. Came in, dumped that, tried to grab a drink to go run and catch a sale, do this, do that. Left it there. When I came back, it was all on my bed, and I was pissed. I was pissed. But I'm not sitting here. I'm not thinking that, damn, I just did this to big bro. I'm speeding. I'm not even conscious of it. I put the ice there. But when it was on my bed, reality set in, nigga, and I was pissed fire hot, nigga. And man, look, bro, what the fuck bro doing to me, man? I'm sick of this, man.
Yeah.
Go holler at the homies, whatever, strap up. Like, all right, we gonna get some understanding
in this joint tonight.
I mean,
yeah.
But again, man, you know, speeding, man. That's the worst thing we could do is speed. I'm still trying to slow down. But that day, we got some understanding on some real genuine man shit. Not no violence, not no nothing. Listen, bro, we can't keep doing this. We keep doing this, bro, you gotta move out. I ain't gonna move out. I definitely won't move out the spot.
All right.
The spot is up and it's stuck and we ain't needing for nothing. I'm definitely not trying to move out the spot. So guess what? I gotta start thinking. I gotta slow down. I gotta listen to what the fuck this man telling me, man, because this man giving me some jewels and I just refuse to take them because I'm running around here fucking with some clowns. Let me slow down. Let me pump the brakes. No more gas. And I got it. We ain't had no problem since.
You know, because see, this what it is so you understand. He moving my cell. I got everything in the world in my cell. I don't need a cellie. I never even had a cellie. You know, when they brought him to the door, normally I'll tell them, yo, get him out of here, you know, before something happened. But when he came in, I felt his vibes. He was a good dude. I loved the way he was talking, and he was into writing books as well because he wrote a couple of books. And he was on the same type of time I was on. But after he moved in, he met his own, what he called comrades. He called them friends. I call them comrades. He met some, what he called friends, and he's mixing with them, and I know the way they move, and a few of them, a few of them, to be honest, was, rat bastards. But he didn't know it at the time. But I know it. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm telling him to watch your company, and I'm letting him know, like, yo, this is the word on such and such, so if you choose to do it, that's on you. You know what I mean? So now I wasn't feeling that, and I stayed away from his peoples, but like I said, as long as they stayed away from me. And the big problem they was having is I had everything I wanted. See, that's my cell behind me. That's how I had it hooked. I got this virtually made. I had everything I wanted in the cell. I'm talking about 20, 30 cartons of cigarettes, all the stamps I need, the locker fat mackerel, taking up one whole shelf, 100 mackerels, 100, shrimps. I'm living like a king. Got speaker made that they made out of out the little magnet with the thing. Matter of fact, I had the real speaker then. I had the Marshall, the little black Marshall. Yeah, I had a nice little...
used to crank that thing up, boy, and the unit know what's going on. Chilling.
So, these dudes... They want to get around me, but they can't. So, and they mad that I'm not allowing them around me because I didn't let the rat bastards and all that come around me, man, because all they do is attract the police. And we ain't going to do that. So that's why we got to give them an official gunshot, So, my cell was directly when you open the door across from the TV where I could lay in my bed. He could lay in his bed and we could see the TV from in the bed and we turn the lights out. It's dark in the joint, got the door open. You know what I mean?
Man, we living.
You understand?
We living, and them niggas was hating. They ain't like it. They was hating, and they was trying to feed my head with some bullshit. And for a slight second, I was eating it up because I was young. I didn't know no better. I was 19. I didn't know no better. I'm eating it up. Rats that he telling me, man, them niggas ain't right. Come to find out, niggas wasn't right. Come to find out, niggas was on bullshit. Niggas running around a pound like they was somebody, though. They was somebody, though, a fucking rat. Well, that's what they try to do. They try to influence me, man, and it worked for just a little minute. Give me a second. I'll figure it out. That Hartford shit gonna come out me. I'ma figure it out. When I figure it out,
So, that's what I want to get into, right? So you fully understand what we're saying. Everything is in the cell. My brother ain't trying to leave. I welcomed him in the cell, but I'm telling them that this is the way I bid in my cell for my survival, and I keep rodents out. You understand? If you deal with them, you keep them over there. And what I didn't like is when they would try and come to the cell. I might be outside or on the phone, and when I come up, he's in the cell, and one of them standing up in the front of the cell. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, come on, son. Nah, we don't do no company. I already told you we don't do no company. You know what I mean? So I'm basically putting this man out the cell. And then they telling him, that's your cell too. How you gonna let him put me out? You know what I mean? And, so it's like they try to pump in his head. That's a government cell. But all they was really trying to do was come in to see what I had in the cell, because any other circumstances, they wouldn't be allowed past my threshold. But being that he's in the cell, they tried to use that. Then, he hooked up with them. They making wine, and, I'm talking about 5 gallons of wine. You know what I mean? And
big drink.
You know what I mean? They're making wine, drink. And he putting it in other people's cell, and he got to break them off X amount of books to make the wine, to hold the wine in their cell, because the police come, whoever holding the wine is automatically going to jail. The first cop killing they had in like 20 years in the feds is because dudes was drunk, so, they really cracked down on it by then. But they telling him, why you paying somebody to hold it? You could put it in your cell. You see, he had, man, that kicker coming down in 3 days. You could just hold that, and you ain't got to give a dude 50 books to hold that joint for you. You know what I mean? Put it in the cell. And then he come to me, yo, I want to put some wine up in the cell. I say, some what in the who?
Hey, I did that one time. Oh, man, the cussing out that I got when I did that dumb shit that one time. I ain't never do it again.
Because see, my point is, right, and he'll tell you how I move. I had all the heroin on the compound. You understand? But he in the cell with me and don't even see me move or what's going on. All he just sees is the benefits that I'm reaping. You know what I mean? Because I'm passing it off, got other people moving it, doing what they got to do. And, you know, people talk. So they know that I'm the man getting it. So even though they buying it from somebody else, they talk and they go to SIS when they trying to get high and tell them, man, I know who getting the drugs in. Let me get 50 books, I'll tell you. So the SIS give them 50 books and they say, man, Unique got it. He got a dude in there, tea cream, and they making wine in the sale. So you can use the wine for the reason of going to sale, you know. Because they only allow to search like maybe once a month. They're supposed to do it random. You know, but when they start coming in there every day and every other day, now that's what you call harassment. You know what I mean? So they try to talk him and putting wine to sell, and I'm trying to explain to him that, my nigga, I'm making thousands of dollars from this heroin. You know, I ain't say from the heroin, I say I'm making plenty of money in this jail. You understand? You see, I got everything I need. We don't need the wine in here because they find it in here. We both going to hole. We losing our property. We losing the selling. We starting over scratch. And what I'm doing, I'm making way more money. Whatever it is you need, you know what I mean? I'm going to support your hustle, but keep it outside the cell. I want you to be your old man.
And that you did.
You know, if you want to go run a ticket, take some money, go run a ticket. You want to go shoot dice in the yard, take money, go shoot dice in the yard. You want to make wine, take some money and go buy what you need to make the wine and put it in somebody else's damn cell. Use another scapegoat, but don't use us. You know what I mean? Did you ever have to want for anything when you lived with me?
Not a day. Not a day. Not a single fucking day.
Now, tell them so they understand what's the purpose of a cellie and why do we have to have that bond if we're going to choose to be cellies?
Shit, you always need a cellie, man. You need somebody that you gonna build with on a daily, on a nightly, man, in traffic, everything. You know your cellie got your back. No, he got mine. I remember the one day. I don't know if you remember this. I don't know if you remember this. I might have been in a cell maybe a week. Them two little fat little fucks try to run down on you about that dumbass TV because they can't watch the TV. They mad. They turning it one way, but no, that shit go our way.
Oh, at the end of the night, yeah, when we lock in.
And came to the cell and I jumped my ass down and told get the fuck away from this cell. Nigga. Y'all playing game. Leave that nigga alone. Called a move, went down the street and try to get one of them blicks. And when they found out that I was on deck, ain't want no more problems. It was a mistake. We didn't know. We didn't this. We didn't that. But that's how it was, man. That happened. Then shit. After the wine situation, you gave me so many cigarettes, so many books of stamps. We had so many books of stamps in any possible place that you could, your mastermind ass could find or put them.
Hiding them from the police.
Hiding them from the police so they don't take them. And then shit, man. Shit became beautiful, man. That's what you see right now, right? Me here with him.
You know?
On his show.
I haven't seen this man since 1999 in Allenwood. Where was we at again after that? Lee County, right?
Lee County.
Then we was in Lee County in like 2003, 2004. So I haven't seen him since 2003. So what's that, 20 years?
Long time. I seen bro, and I lost it. I had tried to look him up maybe a month before when I just had came home again. Some dumb shit, but I had tried to look him up and couldn't find him. I'm sitting in the crib one day, and I'm just scrolling through YouTube. I lost it. I say, that's bro right there. Man, I called wife, yo. Hey, look at, hey, I know that nigga. That was my cellie right there. Man, she like, man, stop playing, man. I'm telling you, ran in the room and got the address book, show him his real government and everything, and then he was doing one of his little skits, talking about his diplomas and shit. She looked at me, she said, boy, you know a lot of people. See, I know a lot of good people. He one of them.
You know, so, you know, I like to ride, man. And I got this little sound effect. Let me get you my little sound effect. I got to put it in my drum machine, but, that means we ride. So, what was it last night? Because you was in a room with a bunch of official killers and gangsters and kingpins. How did that feel to you yesterday? And after being in the unit with me, in the cell with me, knowing that I had life plus 20 and I was expected to never go home, but I'm running to the law library. How did you view that? And then we get to yesterday. How did you view me always wanting to go to the law library, thinking I'm going to go home, as you would have called it? Because, you know, everybody thought I was crazy.
How I viewed it, I was hoping for you. I was helping you read them things, man, every night. Yo, tell me how this sound. Tell me what this means. They can't do this right. I got them right. I was there helping you and, man, reading that stuff and was feeling your pain because they didn't have you. But they put this bullshit in the game and had you trapped in there fighting for your life. It's a sad feeling when you know you done bonded with somebody. He might not never come home.
I don't think
I
this.
seen him. Boy, home. And I lost my motherfucking head. Man, he cussed me out. He cussed me out last night. Fuck you get on the motherfucking ride up here and you ain't got no charger. Hey, what you doing? I could tell her, man, I was just so happy to be able to come and hang out with you. Man, I ran from the hood out here to Harlem, man. I literally ran trying to come fuck with bro.
Let me tell him what you're talking about with that. You know, the charger, you know, the regular phone charger, you know, that we use for the iPhone and Android. My man traveled all the way from Hartford. End of the night, we've been running around, you know, we come back to the crib and he says, yo, you got a charger? My nigga, you done lost it? This is your communication to the world, my nigga. If this go dead, that means you dead from the world. So why would you travel anywhere without a charger? So if any of y'all listening, take these jewels that I gave my brother, today, and I gave him a whole lot back in the day, and I had to give him another one now. He said, but my phone is still full. I said, okay, so what if you go and you hit traffic and the train is delayed and anything? You understand what I'm saying? How are you going to call anyone or know what's happening in the world or be able to communicate if you let your phone go dead?
Tripping.
Never leave home without a charger. So many people I see on the street ask me, same thing, so I understand. You got a charger? You know what I mean? Nigga, you left the house without the charger? What could you do without your phone if it ain't charged? Nothing. I said, okay, so then why would you leave without your charger and ask me for my charger?
Tripping.
You understand what I'm saying? But that's how I like to give the homies jewels at all time. Man, get your little iPhone charger joint and with the little block on it, fold that up with a little rubber band and keep that in your back pocket. Whenever you put your money and your ID in your pocket, you put your charger in your pocket too. Because that's just as important because you transfer your money with your phone. What if you got to pay for something, you know, with your Apple Pay or your Cash App or whatever, and your phone is dead? So how do you move around without it?
Don't.
You know? Now, you know, before we tap out, 'cause we've been on here 28 minutes. Last one.
Hold up, dude.
Go ahead.
Back to what you asked me about being in the room with all them killers.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, I'm from a homicide, Hartford. I love to be around that type of stuff. This wasn't nothing new to me. I lived with you. I knew you knew these people. These old funny, fugazi-ass rap niggas that talking about you ain't him. It was him in the jail, come back home, and you stole him. We was bending corners in that drop yesterday.
You know?
And what? We was outside. I'm watching you talk to all these niggas that I see on TV. Niggas that I don't know. I got a chance to witness that firsthand. Every couple stops. Yo, you need, what up, Mecca audio? Hey, yo. That's what they chanting in the street, yo. So if y'all motherfuckers think that boy ain't him, y'all got life fucked up. Y'all got life fucked up. And bro just laced me. Like you can't find a better good nigga, man. I'm with bro. Dress fed. I ain't smoking. Drunk. What more can you ask for? running around, man, seeing beautiful women, all types of beautiful women through Harlem. Seeing motherfuckers perform. Can't ask for nothing more, man.
And that's what it is that a lot of them don't understand. I'm from the era where if I eat, the homies eat. You know how Snoop Dogg said, it ain't no fun if the homies don't get some. You know what I mean? It ain't no fun if the homies don't get none. I was getting money in the joint. He in the cell with me. I don't want to spoon feed him or baby feed him or let him feel like he working for me, he under me or whatever. So I told him, whatever you want to do, you go out, you find your hustle, and I'm going to support your hustle financially. But keep your hustle outside the cell because I keep my hustle outside the cell. You understand? Because people, like I said, there's no secrets in prison. So they're going to tell the police, going to run up in there looking for the heroin. They're going to run up in there looking for the wine. And now you got all this unnecessary thing you want. And any little thing they find, it's a wrap. And the object is to manipulate the system, not get played by the system. The same way I'm manipulating my way out the system. They can't understand, Cream. What I'm saying is they can't understand what it's like for us to see each other here. Because when I met him, I'm fighting for my freedom with life plus 20. And I know all the little, I got to hit the gunshots. Rat bastards and flip-flop wearing in public, clowns and trolls. You know what I mean? That he's around when he said he got fooled for a minute. I already know they eating my back out. We got trolls in the prison. You know what I mean? Believe that. So, so they eating my back out. So and I know they telling him, man, that nigga ain't going nowhere, nigga damn fool. Every day run around that big old bag over there, yeah, you gonna be here for the rest of your life. You know what I mean? And my man just tell him, nah, bro, ain't gonna be in here, man. Bro got a good issue. You know what I mean? And he even said something that he didn't even catch. When I met him in 99, I just learned to read in 98. From 96 to 98 is when I learned to read. So I had my man reading the cases for me, and reading the motions that I was having people type up, and because I couldn't read them, you know what I mean? And he didn't even know I couldn't read them from the way I was moving. But you heard him say it himself, and he didn't even catch it. He told you he used to read all these cases for me and read the issues and this and that. Because I used to say, yo, man, read this. Tell me how this sounded to you. That was one of my favorite tricks to get somebody else to read something I needed read because I didn't know how, And it's just a great feeling to be out here free, with my brother right now after we done sat in the belly of the beast. And I knew he had a date, but I didn't know, if I was going to get a date to go home or not. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what's so crazy. But, we home now, we doing our thing. Before we tap out, you want to tell them about the situation in Lee County? How you left? We've been only 30 minutes. You don't have to. If you want to tell them about how you left and how you got your life together after that, because now you wasn't around me no more. You had to take my life jewels with you. Tell them what happened in Lee County if you want. If not, let me know when we tap out.
Shit, like I told you on the phone.
Now let them know.
I don't have no, man. I don't have no hard feelings, no, none of that, man. I'm an open book. So one day I'm on my bullshit. Like I could get on my bullshit. These people teach me how to play Georgia skin, right? So I'm at the skin table. Man, I done said, you know what? I got a whole bunch of little dum-dums around here. It ain't fast like me. Stupid me. I stacked the deck on them niggas with the help from a nigga from Ohio. I stacked the deck on them niggas. And I'm thinking everything. And I wake up in the morning, niggas is plotting on me. I go out to the big skin table outside. I come back, man. All these DC niggas back out all types of knives on me, man. Tell me to get the fuck up out of here or it's stuck. But I could bust my gun, but I got somebody that I care about that I gotta make sure is safe. So I'm not gonna put him in no position to where he gotta come to my aid, my rescue. Let me slide. I know I did wrong. I know I fucked up. Ain't no sense compounding the situation, but trying to go to war now for some bullshit that I did. And I told this man that was a lesson that I learned. I ain't do that bullshit no more. Gotta live right. Karma, motherfucker. I played the game, I lost. You got that. I respect that. I seen him again, no hard feelings. I should have never crossed you. You got that. Sometimes you gotta eat shit. I ate shit. I ain't ashamed. I'm definitely not ashamed, because that shit could have been my life right there.
Tell them again. I don't think they understand how serious this is. Let me know how serious this
my
was.
Life right there.
You know?
And I damn sure wasn't trying to die. And all them niggas had life sentences and was pushers. Straight, y'all got that?
And, so you understand, that day when he went out, like me, I was so, as these rat bastards and trolls and flip-flop wearing and public niggas would say, I was so paranoid in the prison that when I wanted to lay down and get some rest during the day, I go get the police. Remember that? And ask the police, hey, come lock my cell. I'm getting ready to go take a nap, And the police look at me, lock the door. Nobody else has to lock the door. I'm not walking all the way down there to lock the door. I said, yo, man. He said, if I go down there and lock the door, I'm not opening the door up till 4 o'clock count. You know what I mean? I said, man, I don't care when you open this door up, but you're going to lock this door because I'm tired. I got to lay down, and I'm not going to have this door open, like he said, with all these killers and dudes that's pushing around me could easily walk in while I'm laying down under the covers talking while I'm asleep.
Remember the cans?
Yeah. Tell them about the cans. I used to set up the cans.
Man, I used to set up the cans on the chair. I didn't know this. I ran out of the cell one day trying to catch the move and double back because I forgot something. Man, I pulled the door. All I hear is ping, boom, boom, ping, ping. What the hell is going on? He had the chair up against the door with the cans.
Soda cans.
With the soda cans leaning on the chair so they could lean up against the door. And as soon as you pull it, that was his alarm.
They jump up. What's up? When you coming in here? and
I remember that.
And they thought I was paranoid for that. But I made it out after 26 years. You know what I mean? Look, like he said, I took the chair that we got in the room, I put it right up against the door, and I took an empty soda can, like 3 empty soda cans, 5 empty soda cans, I lean them up against the top of the chair and let them lean on the door. So when the door open, now they fall. They empty, they tin, aluminum, so they're going to go, and now I got chair, and the chair is going to slow them down enough where they got to throw the chair out the way to come. That give me enough time to back and get up and protect myself. I'm always ready to protect myself. But that's how that was, So that was my paranoia for me there. So you rat bastards, you know what I mean? Yeah, call it what you want. But now, I'm sitting there and I'm in the cell. I tell the CO, lock me in. I'm getting ready to go lay down because my man outside, I know he going to be out there till 4 o'clock count. So I figure when he come in, you know what I mean? He get the police to open the door to come get in the cell, and he ain't nothing nice. So if he tell the police, come open the door, the police gonna drop doing what he gonna open the door because he ain't trying to mess with T-Cream. So I know I'm safe now. Door closed, my man out in the yard. So 4 o'clock count come, I hear them yelling, lockdown, lockdown. And I used to always get on this man about waiting till the last minute to do something, to go running in the cell, you know what I mean? But after the police lock the door, because they got to open the door to let you in, they're going to tell you to step out the cell, shake the cell down, and take the stuff you ain't supposed to have, like my little speaker, my remote control for the TV when I'm laying in bed and all that, So this day at 4 o'clock counts, I'm wondering, where my man at? So I jump up and I look out the door and I see everybody going in their cell, and I see my man upstairs by the shower, and I hear them saying, go to your cell. And I see my man say, man, I ain't going to my cell. You know what I mean? I'm like, what the hell you going? Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't know what happened. You know what I mean? I didn't know what was happening in the yard because I'm in there resting. So I called him. I said, come here, man. He come down. I said, yo, what happened? I'm thinking he don't want to come in because he don't want them to open the door, shake us down, and take what we got. He said, nah, man, I slipped up, man. They say, this is what he said then. He said, man, they said I was cheating in the yard, man. You know what I mean? But even whether your man right or wrong, you got to fight for him and then deal with that after the fact. That's how prison is. So you youngins listen so you understand. Whether he wrong or right, you got to fight for him. You understand what I'm saying? Or fight with him. Whatever title you rat bastards want to put on it. You know what I mean? So ain't no fighting for nobody. You know what I mean? We fight with each other. So now, he come to the door and I said, yo, what happened? And I looked at him. I said, yo, what happened, man? Now I'm talking to him. I said, what happened, man? He said, man, I got caught cheating. So he told me straight up, you know what I mean? So I said, well, tell him to bust the door so I could talk to them. You know, I know all them, you know, we all family. Tell him to bust the door. And he's like, nah, I violated, I got caught cheating. I don't want you getting involved in that. You know what I mean? I'm not even going to put you in danger. I said, man, tell him to open the car. I ain't want my man to leave. We used to play backgammon in there. I taught this good rolling ass nigga how to play backgammon. He used to beat me so bad. I used to get frustrated and have to talk to myself. Don't hit him in his head with the board. I mean, he beat me so bad, I won't take the whole backgammon board and smash him in his head, because that's how you know niggas stupid when he young, don't think twice. But I'm a little more mature now. But I mean, I was so mad. And then this mother, he had this roll where he used to shake the joint, and then he clip his fingers after with his pinky sticking out, his long finger, talking about, get him, girls. I'm like, oh, this nigga rubbing it in. You know what I mean? Talking about, get him, girls. I'm like, come on, dog. You know, I hated that. So I don't want my little backgammon partner, my little homie to leave. I said, man, tell him to open the door. He's like, nah, I'm just going, man.
Nah, fuck that. Fuck that. That was on me. That was on me.
You know? But that's how real it is in a joint, so you understand, man, you know. But, you know, y'all wanted a Hartford story, so I brought my man up here from Hartford so you can see how your brothers from Hartford move into jail. You know what I mean? And like I said, I'm in my house right now. You know what I mean? Not the government's house. So I can put this nigga out now if I want. You know what I mean? I'm in my house. I can put the nigga out now if I want. But the moral of the story is I invited him. I just got in touch with him 3 days ago, 3 days ago, right?
Yeah. No, I think it was, what's today? Today's Sunday? Monday.
Monday make a week?
Monday make a week.
Monday make a week. I just got in touch with him from 2003 and invited the brother to come to my house, and we hung out. I showed, because he wanted to go around Harlem and the Bronx and all that. So I took him around, you know. I didn't really get to take him to the Bronx yet, but he said he got to leave, you know, he got to leave today. But it is what it is, man, you know. We just do what we got to do, man. We got the green screen, so you don't know where we at anyway. So, you know, it's whatever. You know what I mean? But anyway, you know, so he leaves. And then when he left, I kept tabs on him because I had a special place, you know, in my gangster heart for him. And I'm praying that he learned something from me, because he done went to Beaumont and places like that ain't nothing nice. So you can't go there slipping and talking to them rat bastards and flip-flop wearing in the day room, public type cats. None of that. You know what I mean? Because you ain't going to make it out of there. But every time I got a kite back from somebody and I ask them, yo, how my man T-Cream doing? They be like, man, yo, he all right. He got the poker table. He doing this. He doing that. And I'm like, man, that's my boy. You know what I mean? I was proud, man. You know? I was proud, man. You know? And he made it out. And I'm proud of you, big bro. You know? We've been up here long enough, man. I just wanted you to, you know, see me and my man together so you understand how real this is, and let you youngins don't go to jail to create these bonds, because you have these bonds around you because God sent you everything you need, including your enemies. So you got to know how to duck your enemies and embrace the ones that can help you elevate that God sent. It's only up to you to figure it out. No one can figure it out for you. People is going to show you signs of who they are. Like when we spoke about the water thing in the bed. Even though they put a battery in his back, and I know they gave him the knife to go in his cell and all that, but so my beef wasn't with him. You know what I mean? Because I know they was using him as a tool, because he knew no better, and they definitely wasn't going to try me, so they figured they could get him to sneak attack me in the cell, you know, when I'm asleep. We both slept with one eye open type shit. But anyway, that's why even from the street, I wouldn't even let my son, see how he's sitting a little bit behind me? No one is allowed to sit behind me in my car. My son was 7 and 8, two of them. When they get in the car, one is in the front, the other one is sitting behind his brother. Because you never know when his mother's new man or his uncle, you know, or his cousin is going to tell your son that he's spending more time with than you. You know what I mean? To throw, you know, something around your neck, stab you in your neck or whatever. I know that sounds crazy to y'all, but, you know, that's how my PTSD and, you know, my paranoia work. I don't trust. Listen, you know, I love my mother. You know what I mean? And to be honest, you know what I mean? I wouldn't let her sit behind me. I know she ain't going to do nothing, but it's just, I gotta know. Everything gotta be in my peripheral, you know. But that's how I survived this long. So I mean, it is what it is. That's why I'm telling you, youngins, don't get involved in none of this on the street. So you ain't gotta be twisted in the mind like this. Talk about you won't even let your mother sit behind you. You know how crazy that sound? We even saying that. But it's just as crazy as it is. That's how real it is. You know what I mean? no. You know what I mean? I got in an argument with a girl, Cream. Check this out. I was talking to this young female, and she asked me to take her somewhere, and, you know, her and her daughter from Harlem to the Bronx. And I tell her, yeah. So while I'm out the car talking to the homies, the daughter get in the car, but she gets in, you know, behind the driver's seat. So when I get in the car, I see the little girl in there. I say, yo, move over to the other side. And the girl like 14, you know what I mean? 12, 13, 14, but big girl. I said, yo, move to the other side. She said, no, I want to sit here. And I said, no, I would like you to move to the other side. Well, I got to move to the other side. 13-year-old girl. I said, look, I'm not even going to argue with you, man. It's my damn car. Just get your ass to the other side and get the hell out. You know what I mean? She yelled, Mommy! So her mother come over there and say, what happened? Her mother already know how I move. So when the little girl telling the mother, you know, he talk about, I got to move and I want to sit here. So her mother don't want to tell her about my paranoia and PTSD. So she tell her, nah, baby, just sit over here. You know what I mean? And the little girl was stubborn. Didn't want to listen to the mother. Say, I'm not moving nowhere. You know what I mean? I said, I tell you what, you get the hell out and you walk or take the bus with your mama, but you definitely not riding in my car sitting behind me. And, you know, get mad at me all you want, you rat bastards and trolls and flip-flop wearing them public cats. I threw that little chick out and her mama. And tell y'all get there the best way you can, because I'm not going to argue with you about where you sit in my car. I won't let my own children sit behind me. So why am I going to let your child sit behind me? You know what I mean? I mean, come on with the bull crap, man. You know? So, you know, let me tap out, man. You want to say a shout out or anything before we tap out, big bro?
Homicide Hartford. Y'all know what it is.
You know?
I'll let y'all.
And he'll be coming back real soon. You know, if you want T Cream back, let him know. If you want to ask him some questions, I might even do a live with him. But I hate the lives and, you know, all that because YouTube don't like to monetize the lives. You know, that's what YouTube do. So y'all understand in case y'all decide to get a YouTube. You do a live video. You get 5,000, 10,000 views. But when you first put it up, they're going to make it what they call yellow, meaning limited paid, that you're not even going to get paid for the video. And it take them 2-3 days to do the review on the live in order to make it green. 2 or 3 days is your best 2 days. You got 10, 15, 20,000 views, and now you don't get paid nothing. You know what I mean? While they were doing the review, you know? But they'll say, oh, the video is clear for monetization and you can get paid. So now you can go get paid for the video, but they done made the money for the first 2 days. The big money. The rest is just the tricklers that people heard about it, you know what I mean, from the algorithm. So you don't get nothing for the first 20,000 views because they play. That's why I don't do lives, if y'all want to know why I don't like to do lives. Because no matter what, when you go in and you do the live, as soon as you monetize, they make it green. They tell you you're going to get paid your money. As soon as they see you get a little 5,000 views on the joint, they hit you with the monetization thing saying they got to review it to make sure that it's clear to put ads. But yes, ads is already in it, but they just not paying you. So that's why I don't do the lives, you know. But if you want my man to come back, let me know and I'll do something with him. You know what I mean? But this is my brother, man. This is my brother for sure. You know, tap in. Man, y'all, I'm out, man. All right? Let's get this outro going so my man can, you know, do what we do.
Cheers, cheers, toast the crime, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime.
Fresh out the can of 26, he back on the strip, getting back in the mix. What he mentions a gift. You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this. Take a little gully posse and put it in hall. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. An Instagram page and a YouTube you could go and visit. Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn. Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. To not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squilling to the cops, Mecca audio.
Moving like
live like 2 G's in the 90s. Drop top beamer so shiny. I let shorty go, she was whining. Treat her like my past, she behind me. Spend a couple bands on the Dapper Dan. You be back again, getting green like a Packers fan. No cap, it's a roaring uptown. They be whoring uptown, Dominican bust downs. Now we on the positive, we got a lot to give. Now you trying to stop the kids from being inoperative. So take heed, homie, lend a ear. He started in uptown, he gon' finish dead. But now it ain't about selling drugs, buying cars. It's about buying property to make the community ours. So we can give back to the youth them. Cause they the truth them. And bless up to all the rudiments.